Hey guys, Grant here, popping in right before the main feature of this video starts. Just wanted to explain really quickly why there will be no face cam in this video. If you're a subscriber to this channel or you've seen my videos before, you know that I have a face cam on. You can see me while I'm reacting and commentating, and with last year's Super Bowl simulation, I did that as well. There will not be one in this video. The reason for that is because I just got a brand new webcam. It's a pretty nice one. I'm satisfied with it so far, and right now I'm trying to work with different streaming softwares so I can just, basically streamline my video making process, make things more efficient. So right now I'm working on getting that set up, but the reason why there's no face cam and I'm not using it for this video is because this video has, a hard deadline. I need to get it up before the actual Super Bowl happens. So the rest of the setup can wait until regular uploads resume. But for this video, I had to, get this out on time. So that is why I will not be on screen. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Backyard Football 2006. It has been a minute since we last played this game. I've been focusing on Backyard Baseball 2003 for most of the past year, and I've been wanting to get back to this game. I want to do more with this game, but the reason I am back is because it is once again February, and that means it is time for another Super Bowl simulation. Before we get into this simulation, if you have not seen my video from last year, my simulation of Super Bowl 55, Buccaneers versus Chiefs, Mahomes versus Brady, pause this video and go watch that video right now. That is one of my favorite videos that I have ever posted to YouTube. I am so happy with the way that video came out. It was a much closer game than the game was in real life. Obviously, the real Super Bowl 55 was entertaining, that is, unless you were a Chiefs fan. So that's not to say that the real life Super Bowl was not fun to watch, but the simulated Backyard Football 2006 version of the Super Bowl that I did was just chaotic in the best way. It's just one of my favorite videos, and I'm really proud of the way it turned out. So that's a super fun video. Please make sure to go watch that, and also like this video and subscribe to the channel as well. But it is time for yet another Super Bowl, Super Bowl 56, SoFi Stadium, and the two teams. How about these two teams that we've got in the Super Bowl this year, man? The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Los Angeles Rams. In this game, this game came out in 2005, so they're still the St. Louis Rams, but, the LA Rams. And gosh, just who would have thought that these two teams would be meeting up in the Super Bowl? With the Rams, of course, they've got a star-studded lineup. They've got Matthew Stafford at quarterback, freed from his jail sentence with the Detroit Lions. They've got Cooper Kupp, OBJ, Aaron Donald. The question with the Rams, everyone knows they have star power, but the whole question going into this season was, are they the real deal? Are they just going to pay all their players and flame out early, or are they going to go all the way? And so far, the big bucks they've been spending have been worth it. Matthew Stafford has had an incredible season in his first season away from Detroit. He is really trying to prove himself, and that's really the narrative for the Rams going forward. Can Matthew Stafford finally get the monkey off his back? He's finally won his first playoff game, but can he prove that he is an elite quarterback and that he was held back in Detroit? So that's a narrative for the Rams. They went to a Super Bowl only a couple years ago. They were beaten by the Patriots. We know that Sean McVay has had some very, very talented teams, but can they finally reach that pinnacle? They've been close, but not quite, several times. But then how about the Bengals? I don't even think the most delusional Bengals fans in the world thought this would happen. Coming off a season-ending injury last year in his rookie season, Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty, has emerged as the new hero of Cincinnati and has taken the Bengals not just to the division title, not just to their first playoff victory in over 30 years, but to the Super Bowl. I am just astounded by the fact that the Bengals are here, and what a fun team to watch. They are a young team, they are hungry, and the Rams are probably the better, more talented team on paper, but man, the Bengals have all the momentum in the world, and it's just going to be a super fun game. I don't know a single person who is unsatisfied with this matchup. I just think it's incredible. I think it is one of the most interesting Super Bowl matchups of the past decade or so. It's going to be just awesome to watch. Now, just like last year, we are holding this simulated Super Bowl at the humongous Memorial Stadium. That is the Cereal Bowl setting in this game. The Cereal Bowl is the championship in the season mode of Backyard Football 2006. We are setting it to 3-minute quarters, obviously on hard difficulty. And with the way these simulations work is I am going to give each team their quarterback in real life. Last year, Tom Brady versus Mahomes. Tom Brady is in this game, prime Tom Brady. And so it was only fair that the Chiefs got their quarterback. So I created Patrick Mahomes so we could have the Mahomes versus Brady matchup. And so today I have created Joe Burrow and Matthew Stafford in this game so they can go head to head. And just like last year, I'm going to be filling in the rosters to try and make them as balanced as possible and to reflect the real life talents of each team. So here is the leader of the Bengals, Joe Burrow, in just his second season, but he has emerged as the hottest young superstar in the league. And then for the Rams, Matthew Stafford, again, trying to get that monkey off his back. Is he elite? Has he been elite this whole time? Was he held back in Detroit? Can he finally prove himself in just his first year with a new team? He will be leading the Rams today. Now, one thing we have to get out of the way for each team is kickers. Now, there are only a few players in this game that are actually any good at kicking, and there are only a couple pure kickers as well. The only pure kickers are Annie Frazier and Ricky Johnson, and I call them pure kickers because they're not really good at anything else besides, you know, maybe they're decent at blocking and defense. Aside from that, kicking is their only skill, so it's not like they're good at kicking and also, you know, really, really fast so they can come off the line and get some sacks or something like that. They're basically just pure kickers, and so I'm going to be putting one on each team. The Bengals will be getting Ricky Johnson, and then the Rams will be getting Annie Frazier. Now, of course, Joe Burrow is not the only young superstar that has emerged in Cincinnati. There is also Jamar Chase. A lot of people had questions about him in the preseason, but he has emerged as one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, one of the best young wide receivers, and who better to represent him than Dante Robinson, who is one of the most talented players in this game. He's fast. He can play pretty much anywhere on the field, but he is an excellent wide receiver, and so who better to be Jamar Chase than Dante Robinson? Now, the Rams are known for their big names on defense as well. They've got Aaron Donald, Jordan Fuller, Jalen Ramsey, and so we're going to give the Rams some pretty solid defensive options today. One of them being Tony Del Vecchio. He's pretty mediocre in most of the Backyard Sports series, but in this game, he is a warrior. Look at those stats. He can pass, he can play quarterback, but maxed out at blocking, maxed out at defense, almost maxed out tackling. Tony Del Vecchio is an essential player on these teams. The Bengals are not just an air attack offense, though. They've also got Joe Mixon, a 1,000-yard rusher. Luann Louis, best running back in this game. She's got lightning speed, so she'll beat Joe Mixon for the Bengals today. The Rams have a few standout wide receivers as well, one of them being Cooper Kupp, who has had one of the best statistical seasons for a wide receiver in the history of the NFL. You know who else is a white guy who can catch in this game? Reese Worthington. He's got speed. He can catch. Obviously, we need a shifty white guy for the Rams to be Cooper Kupp. That will be Reese Worthington. And then for the rest of the rosters, I don't really have any specific players in mind to represent any specific other players. We're going to give the Bengals Jocinda Smith. She's a decent all-around player. We're going to give the Rams Keisha Phillips. She can be the sort of Aaron Donald type line player on both sides of the ball. We will give the Bengals Pete Wheeler, whose speed is a bit nerfed in this game. I think it's because if they made him as fast in this game as he is in Backyard Baseball, he'd just be totally broken. So they did nerf him a little bit, but he is a pretty solid linebacker. His pursuit is just astounding on the defensive line and at linebacker as well. Then we got to give the Rams a bit more options on offense. We'll give them Pablo Sanchez as well. Good all-around player. He can play in the backfield as cornerback or safety, but he's also a solid wide receiver. Then the Bengals will get Marquis Dubois, and we will round out the Rams roster with Ernie Steele. So that's the rosters for these two teams. And as with last year, these teams are CPU controlled. It will be CPU versus CPU. I will surrender my controls as soon as the game starts. and we're going to just commentate this game all the way through. It's going to be a blast. Can this game be as thrilling as the simulation was last year? Last year's game was pretty amazing, but let's see how this game turns out. Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford, Rams versus Bengals, Super Bowl 56 in Backyard Football 2006. Controls have been surrendered by yours truly, CPU versus CPU. Let's get this done, baby. Rams kicking off first. Annie Frazier will be kicking off to Dante Robinson, and Super Bowl 56 is underway. That goes past Dante. He's going to have to run backwards to get that one. He picks it up deep in the end zone, but he's going to take this one out. Keisha Phillips coming down the field, gets a block from Burrow. Some missed tackles, but Dante is tackled a little bit after the 20. Here is Joe Burrow under center, tossing it left to Luann. She cuts up the middle. That's a nice gain of about 7. Good first play by the Bengals. Joe Burrow on the draw out right. He gets tackled off the line by Annie Frazier. That's actually going to be a sack. Joe Burrow dropping back now. Does he have options? No, that is Ernie Steele with the sack, and that's going to be a 3 and out for the Bengals. Good defensive start for the Rams. Here's Ricky Johnson back to punt. Ernie Steele to return. Ernie Steele on the return. That's Jocinda coming down. Luann misses that tackle, but that's Markey. Here's Matthew Stafford taking his first steps. He's got Pablo Sanchez at running back. And wow, the defense, the Bengals, they collapse on him immediately. That's a massive loss. Stafford dropping back. And again, the Bengals swarming Stafford. Wow, this line is looking weak so far. Very good start for the Bengals. Throws it out quickly to Ernie Steele with the rocket launcher power up, but that's not going to be enough. That's another 3 and out. 2 3 and outs back to start off. Annie Frazier here to punt. Dante Robinson back to return. He's going to have to go back far for this one. Picks it up at about the 8. He's got space but no blockers, and Pablo tracks him down. Joe Burrow under center. And he's going to take this out as a scramble, only getting a couple there. Reese on the tackle coming up. Single back, no blockers for Joe Burrow. Swings it out to Dante Robinson, and he is wide open, uncontested, and that's going to be 6 points for the Bengals. Man, Dante was just completely uncovered. A massive lapse by the Rams on defense, and the Bengals draw first blood here in Super Bowl 56. You can't get much more open than that, baby. Ricky Johnson to kick the extra point. That'll be 7-0 for the Bengals with 1:22 left in the first quarter. Ricky Johnson kicking off now. Ernie Steele back to return. He's going to have to go backwards for this one. Moving pretty slow. Where is the sense of urgency for the Rams here? He's got some blockers, though. And he'll be getting out past the 20, breaking Joe Burrow's tackle, and he is tracked down by Luann Louis from behind. Matthew Stafford back under center. Swing it out to Pablo, who's wide open the flat, but he drops it. Oh, man, that's a terrible drop right there by Pablo. Matthew Stafford taking it on the draw. What is this? Well, he gets a few yards, though. Not a horrible play, but that's going to be a 3rd and long for the Rams. Stafford taking the snap. And that is going to be Joe Burrow on the sack. A return of the quarterback on quarterback violence. If you remember last year's video, another 3 and out for the Rams. This Bengals defense has been impressive so far. Here is Dante on the punt return. He's got a few blockers this time. Stafford tracks him down, but that's going to be a flying dive power-up. And can Dante Robinson get a punt return touchdown to get up 2 scores? Annie Frazier cannot track him down. 13-0 for the Bengals, and they have taken a 2-score lead just like that, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. Ricky Johnson kicking it off to Ernie, and the Rams have to start scoring here. They have done nothing on offense so far. Ernie bringing it up. He's going to be about the 30-32, breaking a few tackles. Not a bad return there. Matthew Stafford under center with single back formation. Pablo, and here's Ricky Johnson. Stafford's going to be able to scramble, and he's got space. Markey Dubois tracks him down, but that's a good scramble by Stafford. That's the first down of the day for the Rams. Swinging it out to Pablo Sanchez. He does not drop it this time. Nice cut inside, and that's going to be a gain of about 6 or 7. Rams could finally be moving here. Dropping back from single back. Stafford gets crunched again. Man, Ricky Johnson and Joe Burrow have been menaces on defense so far. Stafford swinging it out to Pablo. That's going to be a 4th and short. And they are going to punt. So, wow, just 3 straight unsuccessful drives for the Rams. And can the Bengals pile it on some more? Good punt from Andy Frazier right there, though, pinning the Bengals inside of the 5. Joe Burrow dropping way back in the end zone. This could be dangerous, but he is going to air it out to Luann Louie, and she catches it over Ernie Steele, and she's got the speed. Can Tony track her down? This could be a 90-plus yard touchdown. Tony is giving chase, but he is not going to dive for that. My gosh, the Bengals taking a 3-score lead, 20-0. What a play. Backed up in their own end zone, Joe Burrow airing it out to Luann. My gosh. Well, I gotta say, last year's Super Bowl simulation was a thriller, but this one might not even be close. The Bengals taking a commanding lead. Matthew Stafford, single back, airs it out to Ernie Steele, and he is wide open. Biggest play of the day for the Rams. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He is at the 10. Wow, massive play for the Rams and just what they needed to maybe get back in this game and salvage it. Wow, they needed that one right there. Matthew Stafford swinging it out to Pablo Sanchez, and he is going to get down to the 1. Rams finally knocking on the door here. Matthew Stafford gonna swing it out to Pablo again, and he's gonna be in the end zone. 6 points for the Rams. They can make it 21-7 right here, and they desperately needed that. That is through the uprights, 21-7 for the Rams. They can maybe stage a comeback, but they need to stop this potent Bengals offense that has just been unstoppable so far. And that is a good kick past Dante Robinson. He's going to have to go back into the end zone to field this one. That's Keisha Phillips flying down the field. Dante breaks the tackle. He's out to about the 20. Joe Burrow with the land in the backfield. He swings out to her, and that is just through her hands. A bad drop right there. Joe Burrow dropping back. He's got nobody open. Throws a bomb out to Jocinda. Another big reception for the Bengals. Ernie Steele giving chase. Man, another big play for the Bengals has been working for them today. Joe Burrow taking this himself. He's going to get a 1st down and more. He uses the flying dive power up, and that's going to be a scramble touchdown for Joe Burrow. My gosh, will the Rams ever be able to stop this Bengals offense? This is incredible. Ernie Steele fielding this kick. He's going to be out past the 30. Stafford tossing it out to Pablo Sanchez. That's going to be a gain of just about 4. They can't be doing any more run plays. They need big plays to finally compete with these Bengals, man. I don't know what they're doing. That's just a draw from Stafford. Only going to be a gain of 1. They need to get their sense of urgency back. 3rd and 7. He's getting blitzed by the corners, throws it out to Ernie Steele, but he will be way out of bounds. This Rams offense cannot get anything done. This is not good. They will be punting again. Just a horrible 3 and out for the Rams. I think that's their, what, 4th of the day already? And they're punting it back to this red-hot Bengals offense. Dante is breaking tackles, tracked down by Ernie Steele. Joe Burrow under center, tossing it out to Luann. We have not seen many running plays, and that might be why. Easy stop right there for the Rams. Joe Burrow dropping back, and there's Stafford sacking him. Joe Burrow dropping back. Looks like he's got Dante open, and he's going to air this one out, and that's intercepted by Ernie Steele. He uses the sky-high jump power-up, perhaps ill-fated right there. He's breaking a tackle, spinning it off. But wow, first turnover of the game, and the Rams finally come up with a stop. Can they score before half? Stafford is getting blitzed. He's going to have to scramble here, and he fumbles it, but that's picked up by Tony Del Vecchio. He's going to advance that ball. It's only going to be a 2nd and 1, but the clock is ticking. And they decide to run a quarterback draw. What are they doing? Stafford, he's going to get some good yardage here, but at what cost? Time is going to expire. Horrible play right there. Reminds me of the Cowboys against the Niners in the playoffs just now. That was just a horrible play. Rams had a chance to score there coming off that momentum from the interception, but they're heading into halftime down 28-7. They really needed to score there. If they had had a 2-for-1 opportunity, score a touchdown or a field goal, then get the ball at half, that would have been ideal, but they are still down 28-7. Ernie Steele fielding it. Jocinda Smith with the nice tackle, and they are within the 20. Stafford with the first snap of the second half. And he is sacked. Joint tackle by Jocinda and Dante. 2nd and 20. From the 2-yard line, Stafford throws it across the middle, and Ernie drops that. That would have been a big first down, but that's a horrible drop. Matthew Stafford, and he's going to run a draw. What is this Rams play calling? He uses the flying dive power up, though. Matthew Stafford scrambling. Luan is going to chase him down, and wow, finally a big play for the Rams. Matthew Stafford deciding that he needs to get it done himself. His receivers have been letting him down, man. Swinging it out to Pablo. Pete Wheeler making his first appearance of the day. Nice track down there. There's going to be about a 2nd and 7 coming up. 2nd and 8 for the Rams. Stafford scrambling again. And he's going to get the first down. No, they are, well, not the first down. It's going to be a 3rd and 1, but Ricky Johnson was not paying attention there at all. He's got probably 10 out of 99 awareness. Crucial 3rd down here. Pablo picks it up, tracked down by Pete Wheeler, but they get the first down. Direct snap to Pablo. Ricky Johnson is right there. Way to read that. Stafford dropping back. The defense is coming fast, but he's got Ernie Steele wide open. Jocinda Smith is giving chase, and man, he's going to be down within the 5. Another big play for the Rams there, once again knocking on the door. Can they reduce this lead to just 2 scores? Stafford dropping back, and he is crunched once again by Burrow and Ricky Johnson. That is a terrifying tandem on the defensive line. Stafford gonna have to scramble for it again. Markey tackles him. Stafford gonna have to take it himself again. He gets a block from Pablo on the edge using a flying dive power up, and he is in the end zone. Stafford had to get it done all by himself multiple times on that drive, including that score right there. With this extra point, it will be 28-14 Rams trying to cut into this lead. Another good kick by Frazier. Dante's gonna have to go back and pick that one up. Del Vecchio's flying down the field, but Dante is too fast. Stopped by Ernie Steele. Here is Burrow. Dropping back. Ernie Steele coming in off the edge, and that's going to be a big sack. Burrow dropping back. Dante is wide open. Oh man, Andy Frazier's not going to be able to catch him. What a horrible defensive lapse by the Rams, and man, going to be another easy score for the Bengals. What are the Rams doing? This is horrible. And with this extra point, 35-14 Bengals back up by 21. Wow. Ernie Steele breaking tackles. Wow, takes this one up to about the 45. Good return right there. Bengals don't have much farther to go to score. Stafford scrambling out again. He's got some blockers, and he's going to get a first down. Matthew Stafford, that's going to be a carry of over 20 yards. How about this scrambling ability by Matthew Stafford? Getting it done himself, putting the team on his back. Stafford is dropping back. He's going to bomb this one out to Pablo, and a horrible drop, and that is right into the hands of Ricky Johnson. Oh my goodness. Matthew Stafford being let down by his receivers. That could have been 6 points. Instead, it's a drop and then an interception off the tipped pass. Horrible luck for the Rams. Joe Burrow dropping it back, swinging it out to Luan. She used the oh-so-pretty power-up. It does not work on Keisha, though, of course, and that's going to be a 3rd and 2 coming up for the Bengals. Swinging it out to Luan again, and she drops it. So 3 and out right here off the turnover for the Bengals. They cannot capitalize off that very fortunate interception. Only 7 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Rams need to score and score quickly. They are running out of time.
Heading into the 4th.
Matthew Stafford throwing it back out to Pablo, and that's going to be a gain of just about 7. They cannot keep running these little short pass plays. They need big plays, but unfortunately, the Rams receivers have not been helping Stafford out. That's a big sack. Joe Burrow coming in off the edge. Now that I think about it, I don't think Reese Worthington has been targeted even once. Probably because he's being covered by Dante. Ernie Steele, though. Out of bounds. What will the Rams do here? Is this 4-down territory? No, they are punting it. What on earth is that? The Rams are down 3 scores with just 2.5 minutes in the 4th, and they punted away. Maybe they have already given up. Joe Burrow. Oh my gosh. They keep leaving Dante open. This is going to extend the lead to 4 scores, and I think we can officially call this a blowout. We officially have a blowout on our hands. My gosh, the Bengals came to play, and the Rams don't even know what hit them. I'm just shocked right now, guys. Through the uprights, 42-14. Bengals looking for that Super Bowl ring. Before this season, they had not won a playoff game in 31 years. And here they are, man, blowing out the Rams in the Super Bowl. How about this, guys? Ernie Steele using the flying dive power-up. Not sure why he uses it there. They should use it on offense. Matthew Stafford. Blockers out to the right. Pablo should have blocked Ricky there. Ricky gets an easy sack. Matthew Stafford tossing it out to Pablo. Just going to be a short gain. They need big plays, and they just haven't been able to get them. Stafford dropping back. No pressure, but he throws it into a crowd. Picked off by Ricky Johnson, and yeah, I think he can call this one over, man. He uses the Cooties power-up. Are we going to see a pick 6 from Ricky Johnson? No way. Matthew Stafford, Tony Delvecchio tracking him down, and my gosh, the Bengals can score again here. What a blowout we are witnessing here, ladies and gentlemen. Burrow swings it out to Luann, and she gets pushed back. Joe Burrow under center, swings it out to Luann once again. Breaking tackles, and she's going to get a little bit closer. 3rd and 5. Bengals can score once again here. Ernie Steele coming in with the big sack. And well, here's the first field goal of the day. Bengals extend their lead, 45-14. My gosh. Matthew Stafford taking it again himself. Gonna be a loss. Can't get the blocks he needs. Pablo Sanchez gets this pass. 3rd down and long. The Rams playbook has been just horrible today. I don't know what their play calling has been. They just have not been able to get players open. No big plays. There's a rocket launcher, and that is dropped by Ernie Steele. No way. You got to hand it to Matthew Stafford. He's been getting let down by his receivers all day, and they are punting the ball away. Down 45-14. The Rams have given up. And the Bengals are your Backyard Football 2006 Super Bowl 56 champions. We can call it now, even with 28 seconds left. The Rams have given up. Matthew Stafford, his receivers keep letting him down. Keisha Phillips off the line, giving the best coverage we have seen on Dante Robinson all day. Credit to her. She's the only person who's been able to cover him so far. Joe Burrow breaking a tackle right there. 3rd down, and just going to wind the clock down. This one is long over. The Bengals offense was just too much. One final sack right there for Matthew Stafford. Going to look all right on the stats sheet. Going to have one more punt away. But this one is long over. 0's on the clock. Ernie Steele is going to take this one from within the 10. And just like that, Luann Louie ends it. The Bengals destroy the Rams in our Super Bowl 56 simulation in Backyard Football 2006. Guys, were you expecting this? I thought that after last year's Super Bowl simulation gave us such a competitive, close matchup that we'd have something similar, but no, the Bengals just demolished the Rams. I don't know if their offense was just too powerful. I thought it gave the Rams some great defensive options, but man, that Joe Burrow and Dante Robinson connection was just way too much. Man, the Bengals are your winners. What do y'all think? Leave a comment. Do you think the Super Bowl will look like that in real life, or will it be much more competitive, or maybe will the Rams overtake the Bengals? The Rams have more experienced veterans. Maybe they'll take advantage of the youth of the Bengals. And unfortunately, I cannot look back at the stats because this game was CPU controlled, and they don't give you the option to look back through the stats after the game. Really unfortunate. I wanted to see the total yardage for each team. But yeah, man, what a letdown for the Rams. Ernie Steele and Pablo were just dropping passes. Reese Worthington, who was supposed to represent Cooper Kupp, was just a non-factor. I don't think he got a single target the whole game. And it's just, yeah, that connection, Joe Burrow and Dante Robinson, they were just way too powerful for the Rams to stop, and they were just the X factor. It's just Joe Burrow to Dante Robinson, play after play. So I guess I'm sorry that this year's matchup was not as competitive as last year's Buccaneers versus Chiefs matchup, but that's how it played out in this simulation. So let me know what you guys thought of this game. Who do you guys think will win Super Bowl 56 in real life? Leave a comment. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel as well, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.